Another equalising goal. It's Adam Drury.
Crossing opportunity for Kellen Fisher, attempts to touch, now delivers.
Oh!
Oh, it's gone in! It's gone in and it's 3-3!
Kellen, thanks for joining me. I brought you along for a cup of coffee. Are you a coffee drinker? Don't say no now.
To be fair, I do like my coffee. Yeah.
Anything in particular?
Lattes or probably a flat white, and that's what I aim to go for before.
Do you drink them before a game, half time or anything like that?
Before the games I normally do, and then in the morning of training I like it with my breakfast, having a little like flat white or a latte next to me to go down well. So yeah.
Do many of the lads drink coffee or not?
Yeah, a few of the boys do. Me and Brad normally take turns in the morning. Who makes the coffee?
Is that based on who wins darts that I know you play against each other?
Nah, to be fair, whoever's in first. If he's in first, he'll know to make me one, and vice versa. So yeah.
Surely he should be looking after you, first team regular now. He should be the one making you drinks, no?
Nah, we even it out. To be fair, if he makes it a couple of days in a row, I'll make sure.
Because you're a nice lad. You're a nice humble lad, don't you? I can tell. Oh, so you must be pleased with how things are going at the minute.
Yeah, really good. Really enjoying it at the moment. I think the club's going in a good way, and I think you can see from the recent results that it's going well. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
But from your perspective, started at Bromley, come through, would you ever imagine that it'd go how it is now? In the Championship, playing regular so quickly as well?
No, definitely not. I think when I left school, that was sort of my decision what to do, and it was football. And that was the route I wanted to take, sort of not really been in an academy setup before. And then sort of joining Bromley is probably one of the better decisions I've made. And then when I joined them, that was the route, and the way I progressed over the years is probably made me the player I am today.
On that, obviously, you went out on loan, I think it was to Cray and Welling. So from Bromley, was it a grounding for you, or did you grow up quick? Because it's not the usual pathway. Like you said, you did education and a scholarship with it. It's not like going into an academy setup. Do you think that's helped you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, never really been in an academy setup. I've just enjoying my football. Not really had an expectation of becoming a professional footballer when I was younger. It was just sort of enjoying my football, and then just sort of taking how it comes, and then literally just coming through non-league and then playing at Bromley. Yeah,
because the non-league setup is brilliant non-league football. I was lucky enough to play it myself. But do you think that gave you kind of the back end to step up? Because it is. You've got lads, obviously, I think you played in the Eastman League with Cray, that within that, you've got lads that are maybe on a building site all day or doing day-to-day 9 to 5 jobs. Then they're on to graft and play in the evening as well. So with that, is there a reality to it of what it can be like?
Yeah, I think so. Just getting introduced to men's football at a young age, I think it's a lot different to playing academies every week, because it's sort of, as you said, people working during the day and then sort of coming on the weekend, and it's like a must win 3 points. And I think that was massive for me, coming in playing men's football early, and then I think it's helped me a lot when I joined Norwich and when I've started playing. Yeah,
because it has been a big jump, and I've got to say, from watching it week in, week out, you've been fantastic. The way you play, how you've adapted your game. But has that been a part of it? Have you always been a fullback? Did you play midfield? Because I know your role changes a lot.
Yeah, I've been scattered around a lot, to be fair. When I joined Bromley, I was like a centre midfielder, and then sort of got pushed out to the wing, and sort of like weren't really quick enough to be a winger or skillful enough to be a winger. So
been there, I know what that's like. Yeah.
Then dropped back to a right back, and then just learned my trade at right back, and then just sort of.
So when you're tackling people more than you are going past them, is a giveaway that maybe you're in a winger.
Yeah. So that's the thing. It's sort of, then I got drilled into me about just loving defending, and then sort of I think that's around about 16, 17. That's when I sort of thought, fullback's for me now. So
right, that brings me easily on to my next point. I've got to say, when I watch you, that's been one of the things that I've loved, where I watch you and I think, I know you could maybe get there a little bit quicker, as in, but you don't, because you like to leave a bit on people, you like to take ball and man.
Yeah.
And is that true? Is that what you do? Because I'm not saying you could get there quicker all the time, but you do enjoy the art of defending, or something that I'd say is dying in the game a little bit. Now it's all about being on the ball, which is, defending is a skill, it's an art.
Yeah, it's not the first time I've heard that about me slowing down and sort of waiting for them to come close, and I go through. But I think it's a sort of buzz in football when you connect with a tackle. I think you probably loved it when you played as well, just sort of that 1v1 defending and just getting the better of your winger, and just when you've got the chance, put a foot through them. And then when I was at Bromley, I was lucky enough to be coached by a good right back called Alan Dunn and Roger Johnson as well, to be fair. And it's sort of their sort of old school defenders, and that got drilled into me quite young, just loving to defend. And I think Alan Dunn and Roger Johnson helped me massively. But again, the game's probably adapting a lot to when you played, when you was probably
Not that
just
old. I know you look young, but I don't know that old.
just when you played right back, it was sort of just, it was a lot of based on defending, and now I think the game's adapting a lot. Probably as Johannes plays now, he likes the fullbacks to come inside or even high up the pitch into like the 10 role. So no, I think it's definitely the game's evolving as in our position.
So under Johannes, you spoke about him, the way he plays and likes to play. Has it been hard to not adapt, but change, obviously, because you said like you come through and you're just a fullback and you kind of stay in your area of the pitch. And now, obviously, a lot of teams do it where you go into midfield and play. It's sort of tucked in.
Yeah.
Is it something you've got used to? Because again,
Yeah.
like I'm saying, you're singing your praises non-stop here, but you like to go and get on the ball and you look like you can play centre midfield. So
Yeah. No, it's something I've always wanted to do, is get on the ball, and I think it's something I've worked on with Johannes, and just probably ever since coming here, just getting better on the ball and always wanting the ball as like a defender. I think it's just sometimes the positioning coming inside as a natural fullback, you probably want to stay wide and maybe link up the wing or like play channels in like balls in behind. But I feel like it's something I've worked on over like the last year and a half, and I think it's paying off there.
and you're still young.
Yeah, so
And you look really young. But with that in mind, then, was not the move to Norwich, was there a reason behind it? Other teams probably took an interest, or once Norwich were interested, other teams come in. Was there a reason you picked Norwich specifically?
When I first come up here with my mum, and it was after we saw the training ground, she said to me straight away that this club is for you. Like I've sort of had that feeling. Like it's not sort of something you can just describe or point out. I think it was just me and my mum had that feeling, and then obviously went back, and then like thankfully everything went through, and then so
Because there is that, people don't realise that when you're going to join a club, there is obviously medicals and things that it can break down. So you do get your hopes up. So you were glad, obviously, it went through.
Yeah, I was buzzing, to be fair, and I didn't want to tell too many people at a time. It was in like my circle, my family, and when it did come over the line, I sort of was rushing to tell everyone. So yeah, no.
So with that though, was it a thing as well where you look at Norwich over the last good few years, they've had young players that have come through, whether they've bought them maybe as 16, 17-year-olds that have then progressed and gone on, or people that have come the whole way through the system. Is that a big factor now, do you think? Because you look, the lads that have come on loan, the lads that we're signing, do you think they've got a structure and a way they want to do things?
Yeah, definitely. And that's when I first joined, there was a plan for me to make the next step. I think it was the first 6 months just to stay around the club and to see how you improve. And then I was lucky enough to go straight into the first team, training every day with the first team, and then sort of just stay with them. And then I think that's helped me massively as well. Sort of last year, just accepting that I weren't going to play much and just focus on being a better player and just sort of take a chance when you've got it in the cup or something like that. So,
So you're very modest and humble as well, because you're a very good player. So straight away when you've come in, you've stamped your authority on you want to play. And sort of made it not impossible, but hard to leave you out, which must be for you, must be pleased. And then obviously you get a new contract off the back of that, which was fully deserved.
Yeah, no, that's one thing I would always say. And what Johannes says as well, to be fair, it's just every day just try and get everything out of training, get something out of training, or always trying to improve. And that's something that I'll try and do each day, and hopefully just keep going. And something else.
So on that, is there anything you'd like to improve? When I say improve, like obviously not overnight, but things you'd like to add to your game?
I think try and get more assists, especially when I'm higher up the pitch, like coming inside. I think that's something I can definitely improve on, sort of my attacking output. I think my defensive output at the moment is reasonably okay. I feel like
reasonably. You give yourself some credit. I know you're on camera now, you don't want to say, but you can say it's very good.
Yeah, but no, I think definitely going forward, my attacking output, I think that's something I need to...
Goals? You've had one took off you?
Well, yeah, one sort of own goal, but I sort of say it's a goal, but
not that I could talk to you about goals. I played 300 odd games and scored 4, so I average 1 every 90 games, so I ain't going to give you any advice on scoring.
Yeah.
But is that something with the modern fullback, or if you're playing hard up the pitch, to be involved more, not necessarily score loads, but be involved more in attacking play?
Yeah, I think definitely on an assist level. Not really, I don't really go into a game and go, I really want to score. Yeah, I've got to go score today, but I think it's more just, if I am playing hard up the pitch, just try and see how I can affect the game in a different way than sort of just thinking, this is my winger today, this is how I want to defend him.
Yeah, because that's how it used to be, didn't it? Yeah, I've just got to stop that person, that's my only job, whereas now you've got other things you have to think about.
Yeah, and it's sort of, you got to go up that direction to help the attack and then come back this direction to defend your winger. So yeah, no, something I should think about more, just my attacking output, I think.
You said about your move here, obviously Norwich and that and the training ground. Was that a family-based thing as well? Obviously, you said your mum came with you, and straight away it was like the family big in supporting you.
Yeah, they're massive, to be fair. They give me a lot of support over the years when I was at Bromley, and then obviously making my decision to come in to Norwich. Obviously, they'll leave it all down to me how I want to do it, but obviously it's important what they think as well. And especially when my mum said to me, "This is the club for you," I knew straight away. So they come up a lot, to be fair, to the games. Like my dad loves coming home and away. Mum comes up at home games and I'm starting, so yeah, they love it here, to be fair, as well.
But have you found it in the area? Have you settled in? You enjoy it? You like it?
Yeah, really good. So last year I was a bit closer to the city, but this year I'm closer to the training ground. And to be fair, I probably should go out more into the city and see it more. But I'm a bit lazy after training. I sort of just go home.
Work hard is
chill.
what you said in training.
Yeah, work hard, go home, chill, play a bit of darts, and then that would be me. But I probably should go out and see the city a bit more.
So with that, obviously the city and stuff, we're talking about the squad, and obviously you're still very, very young. The average age of the squad's obviously come down a lot over the years, obviously. So with Shane Duffy next year, they must look after you, to have a few things to say to you.
Yeah, no, definitely. He helps a lot with his experience of playing in the Premier League. I think he's played 200 odd games in the Premier League, so having him alongside you helps you massively, a bit of experience. And I think that's what you need as well sometimes. It's a lot of young players is good, but I think you need them key players like Kenny, Dust in there to that's
So
that's the
Angus
core.
as well in goals.
Angus as well. So it's just, and Sarge is still young, but
Yeah.
he's pivotal for us as well. So I think it's good to have that sort of core in the middle of the pitch of experience and then really good players as well.
Who do you get on with in the dressing room? I know you're going to say everyone, but is there anyone, like, who's your kind of people you'd hang around with in the dressing room?
Probably a lot of the younger lads. So probably like Callum Doyle. I think he's one a lot. Brad Hills, who's just gone on loan, but yeah, no, I'd say the younger lads, that's who I go on.
It must be a good group to be with, though. The atmosphere in the dressing room must be good. Like, you must enjoy it. It must be a pleasure to go and train every day.
Yeah, no, it's really good, and I think that's set from the boss as well. Just enjoy training, and then just gives us the freedom to go enjoy it. And yeah, that was great atmosphere.
Can he be harsh with you, the boss? Does he? I wouldn't say get angry, but does he? If you know he's got a point to make, does he make it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and it's little things in training as well, and it's probably things you don't really think about. And he will just pull you on it, and it's just like he'll make you think as well. So he's very he wants his way. It's that way, and I think that's a lot of us in training is sort of is his way, what he wants to do, and I think that's important because it gives a clear structure to everyone of what he.
Yeah, you're not left in any doubt. Then am I doing this right? Am I not doing it right?
Yeah.
So you know, if you're not doing something, you won't play. Pretty much.
Yeah, and that's a good thing because I think everyone's on the same page of what they're doing and what has to be done to fit the way he wants to play, and then obviously you get the success out of it if you do the right thing. So yeah.
So what do you do away from it then? Obviously, you seem like a level-headed lad, but any things you do away from training?
Not much. I've set up a darts board in my place.
Have you really?
Yeah. I'm very
So you think you're Luke Littler?
well, I'm not that good, to be fair, but it's something I do enjoy doing after training and stuff. And just
Any of the other lads any good at darts?
Brad's got a bit. Brad, he's left now, so I can sort of claim that I'm top
above him,
dog. Yeah. Duff's is good as well, to be fair.
Yeah, he can probably reach the board though. He's that tall.
To be fair, he's like playing, he's like touching the board. But no, I think there are a couple of boys in there that like it. But after training, I just like the chill, to be fair. I don't really do anything.
Saying that, who's the best you've played? What's been the toughest game for you personally this season or so far, would you say, in your time at Norwich? Is there anyone that you've thought, or you've played against? You say you play against wingers and stuff like that. Have you ever had, is there anyone that sticks out in your mind? As you say, you're that young, there's going to be plenty of wingers you come up against, but...
Probably my first start was Sunderland away, and it was Jack Clark. I think at the time he was very in form. I thought I dealt with him okay on the day, but he's a sort of winger. He's very direct. Sort of, even if you tackled him once, he's still gonna come at you again.
But I get the impression, sorry to interrupt you, I get the impression you enjoy that though.
Yeah.
When the team sheet goes out, you see he's playing, you like the fact that they've got a winger who's probably their best player and he's against you.
Yeah, no. Definitely.
Would I be right?
Yeah, no, you are right, to be fair. And when I saw that on the day at Sunderland away, I thought it gave me a bit of boost to like sort of set your mark out and show what you can do against.
Yeah, it highlights your game and what you're good at, as well as obviously I know you can play, but it shows you.
Yeah, no, especially when you see someone that good on the wing and sort of your first start, it sort of gives you that little boost. And I think every game you sort of look who you're coming up against, and it's always in your mind and trying to see what they're going to do and stuff like that.
So what's the next for you then? You said you add things to your game. Is that obviously this season, the way things are going, giving ourselves a chance in the playoffs now?
I think we've got to keep sticking at it. I think people can see what we're trying to do, and there's a clear picture of what we're trying to
So
do.
you must sense that the fans have bought into it, and obviously Johannes and what he's trying to do in the structure. And like you said, it does take a bit of time when someone tries to adapt stuff. But do you get that feeling that the fans are fully behind you? Because obviously I sit up here every week thinking I'm a great player now watching, but they're right behind you.
Yeah, no, you can see, especially on the weekend, the atmosphere they brought away from home was amazing, and the home support was always good. So yeah, you can tell that the fans are buying in and what we
Do you sense you're a fan favourite?
Yeah, but as to fair, I'm a bit guilty I'm on the social media. I look a bit, and I do get compared to you 1v1 defending. So
I wish I looked the same age as you still. But no, but that is obviously, my game was built on that, but the game's evolved since then. That's why it's intriguing to ask, because when I played, you were never asked to go and right, the ball's the other side of the pitch, there's a left back, can you go and play in centre midfield?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what to do for a start. But that's why I ask you about it. But yeah, the fans have taken you, but I think that's because your attitude, the way you are, the way you conduct yourself, which must be a huge compliment to you.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's been a fast rise, because you haven't had like a League Two or League One. You've gone non-league straight to Championship, which isn't easy.
Yeah, and to be fair, every time I play, they give me a big boost when I play, especially I think it's Watford at home, my first start of the season. And then when I come off, I think I got a very good applause off. So yeah, it's a great boost when you play week in, week out, and you get the support every week. So just it's good for the confidence, yeah.
Do you ever get angry? You don't strike me as someone that'd ever get wound up about much, to be honest.
No, not really.
Apart from maybe when you're playing, like when you're putting a good tackle or something like that, it gives you a buzz. But
not really. I'm not really angry. I'm not one to get heated about much, to be fair. I don't know what you was like.
I'm pretty level-headed. I used to enjoy it. There's probably out on the pitch was probably where I was more aggressive, if you put it that way, in training than what I was as a person.
What was it like before games? Were you very
No, I used to.
chilled?
Yeah, pretty much. I'd warm up like I was like properly, you know, like, as in some people can go through, not through the motions, but I like to go into a game fully ready to start. But yeah, I was the same. I wasn't emotionally.
No, I'm very chill before games, and I'm a bit guilty in the wants to take my not take my time, but sort of ease myself into it, and then when the whistle blows, that's when I'm full blast. Yeah.
But do you think your opponents ever not look at you in that way, but they don't expect what would come from you, the way you play? Because it's like a bit like looking at that coffee. If you were a coffee, I think, oh, it's nice and frothy and milky, looks nice. You ever drink a bit and before you know it blows your head off?
To be fair, yeah, a lot of people have said that, to sort of see my structure, see I'm a bit small, and then first thing they know, I'm
Being able to use it to your advantage in that sense.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't really expect it, and then I think that's why I do get a bit of praise of how I defend, and you probably don't really expect it from like you say young kid, but I'm 20 years old. To be fair, I wouldn't say that young, but no, I'm still young, and then sort of the way I play, you could say I'm a bit experienced in the way I play.
I was going to say, yeah, you know how to play, that sort of thing. But like I said, you've learnt that from where you've played and the levels you've played at. 'Cause you play against older people in non-league who now have played the game a long while.
Yeah.
So you have to learn quick.
Yeah, no, but I think I think some people do get surprised the way I play.
So if Green Farm make a coffee of you, it'd be nice and frothy and milky.
The have a profit, yeah.
Look innocent, but then you drink it and it's got a real bite to it, yeah? That's what would be yours would be.
Yeah.